Here's the cactus garden. Hello friends, family, total strangers. Today's video is going to be on the internet and how I get internet on the road. The first thing I should say about that is if you're looking for these great answers to this question, this probably isn't the video, so you can stop watching now. Okay, so let's get right into it. Oh, I should mention the hat. I've had this for a few years. A friend of mine gave it to me, and I used to wear it some, but then I stopped wearing it for a while. But it works out great here on the ranch because I don't want to wear a cowboy hat. I don't want to be that much of a pretender working on a ranch wearing a cowboy hat. I'm a cowboy. No, I'm not a cowboy, so I can't wear a cowboy hat in good conscience. So I wear this. It's kind of an Indiana Jonesy hat, and it works for keeping the sun off of me while I'm working, which is kind of why, this is why I've kind of switched to this hat for now working at the ranch, because it helps keep the sun off when I'm working outside all day. So, internet. I have the first 13 or 14 months that I was living in my van, I had a different answer. So those first 13 months or so, 13, 14, I didn't have any internet at all in the van. So what I would do is I would stop at a McDonald's or a Starbucks or a Walmart, anything with Wi-Fi, a Walmart. Libraries were preferable. And yeah, I would, or a friend's house or whatever, traveling through, or family's house. And when I was there, I would do the things that I needed to do on the internet. I would find a site on free campsites, Google Map it out, and then drive away, and then I would just follow the map plan on my Kindle Fire, or and that's how I used the internet when I had to do taxes or whatever. I was just at a friend's house or used my laptop or a library, the things that you need internet for. And that's how I did it for the first, 13 months, 14 months. And that worked okay. It worked okay. I mean, it was definitely inconvenient at times, and there are times where it was actually really frustrating. If you've tried using McDonald's internet very often, there's times where I've just wanted to throw my laptop or my tablet across the room. Like, it's frustrating internet. But yeah, it worked. Like, I would download movies from Amazon Prime onto my tablet, onto my Kindle Fire, so I'd have entertainment. I would, just look up restaurants to go to if I was in town, or look up, freecampsites.net, like I said. And that's how it worked, and it was fine. And my world changed, though, when I lost my flip phone. My sweet flip phone that I had until 2017, and I had to get a new phone. So I got an iPhone SE, which is just the budget cheapy model of iPhone. It was like $180 brand new, and I got the Straight Talk Wireless is the carrier that I used, which they use the Verizon network or the AT&T network. I think they use them both. And the original plan that I got had 2 gigs of data, which what I was using it for initially was like Google Maps and that kind of stuff, 2 gigs was actually fine, and it would usually last me. But then I started using it recreationally for stuff, and I started running out of those 2 gigs. But with the plan that I bought was a $45 plan, so with tax like 48 or something. And after a while, they actually ramped up the gigs that I got for that price, so I actually started getting 10 gigs, which was great. And at first I was coming nowhere near to using up that 10 gigs, but it's just kind of like the more you get, the more you use. And then I started the YouTube channel, and once that happened, once I started doing YouTube videos all the time, that 10 gigs went pretty fast. And so I was often running out of gigs before my I was running out of gigs before the next month. And so, that worked out pretty well, though. The 10 gigs was just slightly not enough. But it was, my main, and that's all I use for internet is just my phone. And to this day, that's all I use for internet is just my phone. I've learned to adapt to doing things on my phone instead of on a laptop. I've fill out applications on my phone. I've done a resume on my phone. I have just figured out how to do everything that I need to do with the internet on my phone, and that way I can just use my phone, and I don't have to worry about getting an internet mobile hotspot. You can get a mobile hotspot. That is an option. But they're like, the monthly plans are kind of expensive for not that many gigs. They're expensive. Man, the plans are expensive. They're, you'll have to look into it. The last time I looked into it was a while back, but it was, for the amount of gigs you would get for the cost, it was really expensive. Plus you have to have your phone beyond that. So those two costs together just did not make any sense at all in any way for me. So I was just using my phone, and I will continue to just use my phone, and I've just learned to adapt to do the things on the internet that I need to do with my phone. So, I film, edit, and upload all my YouTube videos straight from my phone, which works out great. If I ever get to a point where I want to do it on my laptop, I'll just do it on my laptop offline and then transfer those files to my phone and then upload it from my phone. So there's workarounds like that. Some phones you can use as a mobile hotspot. This one doesn't seem to want to do that. It has this constantly spinning icon. It has a mobile hotspot spot, but it just has this constantly spinning icon that nothing ever happens with. So I can't use it as a mobile hotspot as far as I know. But even if I could, there's limited gigs for that. So I just recently, I guess this phone model, I kept trying to upgrade to the unlimited plan, and this phone model, it just kept not letting me. It said, you can't do that with this phone model, all up until about a month and a half ago. So I am now on the unlimited plan. It allowed me to upgrade. And it allowed me to upgrade. So now I have more gigs. I have unlimited, but I think it's 60 gigs and then it slows it down after that. But 60 gigs should be plenty. But then again, going back to, if you have it, you use it, I might end up running out of my 60 gigs. But so that's great. Now that I have the unlimited plan, I can watch any Netflix that I want. I can watch any, Hulu that I want. Granted, it's on my tiny phone, but I have that entertainment in the van now. Plus I can, upload my videos without having to worry about it. I've had some times when I started the YouTube channel that I'd run out of gigs, and then I'd have to try to upload a video at a McDonald's, and it would take like hours, and it was really frustrating. So having an unlimited plan is great. So my unlimited plan is $55 a month with tax. It's probably going to come to $59 or something like that. It's like I got like a 3-month introductory like rate of like $50 a month, so it's like 52 or something. So yeah, that's how I do the internet. I do it with my phone, and I've just learned to adapt all of my internet needs to my phone. You know, obviously if you're working online, that's probably not going to do it. You're probably going to have to get one of those stupid hotspot devices and pay the money and figure all that out, and that's just going to be one of your expenses. But for me and for a casual user, you can just figure out how to get your internet needs just with your phone, just using your phone. Good option. So I have the rest of my Sedona footage. I did another hike in Sedona, so I'll show that to you now. I did go down to Patagonia this last weekend, but I might save that one for next video because this is already, I don't want to overload you with hiking footage. So here we go. This was my hike in Sedona. It's about 8:20 in the morning. There's almost no one here, which is great. By the time I get back, I'm sure this will be overflowing and people out on the road too. This is a little spur trail, the Boynton Vista Trail off of the Boynton Canyon Trail. So back to the canyon. There's this huge resort that stretches for the first section of the canyon. But yeah, it's beautiful. Canyon, I meant. The canyon is beautiful. I don't particularly like hiking through development, but it's gorgeous one way or another. So I've been hiking for over a mile, and there's still these pieces of the, you know, these little resort housing up here. So kind of a bummer, but we'll see how the rest of the trail grows, because it does look really beautiful going forward. So okay, we're finally past the resort, and it's pretty spectacular up here. Pretty nice. So the ranch is all desert, so it's really nice having some trees up here. So it's official. The back half of this trail is worth having to go through the first half. It is absolutely amazing back here. And yeah, there's nobody out here. It's a little colder today. It's about 50 degrees, and it's a Monday, so less busy. We'll see. Maybe it'll get busier this afternoon, but it's nice right now. Wow, this doesn't, you're not going to see the scale on the video, but this is pretty spectacular. Me being a rule follower, I will stop here, but wow, this is pretty amazing. Wow, what a contrast from the first half of the hike to the last half. I feel miles from anywhere here right now, totally by myself. This is spectacular. So, first half of the trail, thumbs down. Last half of the trail, 2 enthusiastic thumbs way up. Like, you hike through this high alpine, pine forest, the last part of the canyon, and it's, yeah, this is sweet. I set out pre-breakfast this morning, so I'm gonna have couple bananas, tortilla chips, maybe a tortilla, and I brought my coffee with me. And I'll just enjoy the view. I'm passing more and more people on the walk out, so I'm glad I got up early to do this hike. It's spectacular there at the top, and I had it to myself for a little bit before somebody showed up. So I imagine there's probably some hidden cliff dwellings up in here somewhere. I would not be surprised. I don't know if you can hear the sound of the cliffs dripping, but that's pretty cool. I just took a little side trail that looked interesting. It wasn't marked or anything, but really cool back here. And yeah, maybe there's a cliff dwelling back here. Oh, lightning. It's starting to rain. Wow, what a spur trail. No signage or anything. This is spectacular back here. I think this is Mother Nature telling me to turn around. There's a wash right here that I would have to cross. And it's dry now, but who knows what it'll be an hour from now. So yeah, we'll turn around. I've been showing this side of the canyon on this little side trail a lot, but I have not showed this side. Just as spectacular, just not as more trees blocking the view, but yeah, this is beautiful back here. If you wanted to take that spur trail from the parking lot as you're walking in, you'll see this. You'll look over and see this tree with a branch going across in it. And the scenery will look like that. So most of these have a self-pay kiosk, and it's $5. However, if you have a national park pass, you don't have to pay anything. So you can go back and watch that video if you want on America the Beautiful Pass. When you go up Oak Creek Canyon, you do have to pay separately. The parking lot did not fill up, probably because it is a Monday and it's 45 degrees and it's raining. But there was still actually quite a few people on the trail despite all that. So, but not on the way out. They were all as I was coming back. So yeah, that was awesome. Sedona was awesome. That canyon was a pretty sweet hike. The weather did turn a little on me, but it was still fun. Like it wasn't like the weather wasn't so bad that it was miserable. It was actually, I still had a great time on that hike, so it was great. One of the awesome things about having a YouTube channel is that you can go back and watch the video and kind of see when you're kind of getting negative. And you could recognize it from editing your videos. It's like, man, I'm getting kind of negative. I need to turn up the positivity a little bit in my life. Because it is good. Yeah, I have a good life. It's good life. You know, you get working. I'm in this period where I'm working and tethered and restless and whatnot. But you know what? I have a good life. I'm going all these beautiful places on my weekend, and I'm probably going to be able to take the summer off. So things are good. I just, sometimes you need like a reset and a reminder of that. But yeah, things are good. This is a good life. So that's my video. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. And yeah, you can follow me on Instagram now. I'll link that in the description. Okay, bye.